Peace stars, what's up? It's your boy Evil the Anti-Star. I'm kind of just running here. I've been watching the game on a stream while I'm talking with my UK guys, my MBK guys on the Yahoo chat, man. Man, first half, man. Let's just get right into it. DiehardKnicks podcast at the half. All right, boys and girls, man. We're gonna try a new segment here where I'm gonna be talking about the game at the halftime, man, because I'm a working guy and I can't stay up for Sim's post game show, and I definitely can't stay up for the Freezy thing, man. So I'm gonna give you something that I would like, man, some halftime stuff, man. So this is kind of on the fly, like I said, because the game started like 30 minutes early, and 30 minutes is enough to kill the whole freaking show. But anyway, check this out, man. We're just gonna show the basic box score, and then we'll just go from there, man. I'm excited, man. Look at this, man. Look at the score. The score straight up, without just by looking at the box score, 66-61. They said the Knicks can't score, man. We scored 66 points. I noticed this opening night, man. Everybody's excited, but Indiana Pacers, they have a lot of great, not great, but they have a lot of decent defenders on that team. They can go one through. Their first 8 players off the bench could play defense, man. So for us to score 66 points says a lot. But we'll get into the individual stuff in a second. But let's just talk about this the team stats here. We got field goal percentages for the Knicks, 55-48 with the Pacers. So they're shooting the lights out, man. Right now the Knicks can't seem to miss. Certain players can't seem to miss. We also got 3-point percentages. They said we couldn't shoot threes. We're 8 for 15 in this game, 53%. Indiana is on 21%. Free throw, they said we can't shoot free throws. 90% from the free throw line with 68% from Indiana. Rebounding is where it should be. Offensive, of course, that's definitely Sabonis right there. Sabonis gets a lot of second chance points. Assists is about even. Blocks is about even. Steals, you would say that's about even. Turnovers is about even. Points in the paint is about even, and personal fouls, give or take, is about even, man. So this has been an evenly matched game, and this is basically what we all thought it was going to be, man. Indiana Pacers, they match up pretty well with these Knicks, and it's just crazy. Let's just look at the Pacers before we start talking about our guys. So right off the bat, Miles Turner is not really having a good game as far as points and rebounds. He is blocking the ball pretty good. He played 14 minutes, so he didn't really play a heavy amount of minutes, but he played 14. Sabonis is, we just can't contain him, man. He's been getting a lot of back cuts, a lot of offensive rebounds, that type of thing. So I mean, he's doing exactly what everyone thought he would do. We can't guard in the interior, and that's been the tale. But I'll talk about that too when I go to the Knicks box score. Brogdon. To me, that's the key for the game, man. If Brogdon is going to be scoring like this in the second half, then the Knicks are going to be in trouble. But if we can contain Brogdon and make sure some of these other guys don't get hot, like Victor Oladipo seems like something's wrong with him still. TJ Warren, he got like cold feet or something because he got blanked. A lot of people were saying that Warren was going to torch RJ. That's not the case today. As you go down, there's nothing else really to talk about except McDermott. I can't stand when McDermott has a good game because he's a former Knick, and he's somebody that we thought was going to do good for us, and he ended up being shit. So every time he has a good game against us, that totally pisses me off, man, because that goes to show you what kind of player he is. But anyway, let's go to our Knicks, man. Right off the bat, just checking out the minutes and stuff like that. Nerlens Noel only plays 6. Mitch plays 7. Mitch plays 7. Nerlens only 6. That tells you the tale right there. That means that that the Knicks are going to try to push the pace, and pushing the pace with Randall playing a lot of center. Mr. Obadiah Toppin that you see there. Let me make sure you guys can see the stats. Obadiah Toppin is a great passer, man. This guy is almost like I heard people mention Chris Webber and stuff like that. He kind of reminds me of Chris Webber, but he's a little bit more quicker. I want to say that he's more closer to, say, like a Sean Marion or something like that, man. The guy is really a good passer for a big man. Let's check out the assists. He only had 1 assist, but I mean the manner in which he's giving that ball up, you would think that he had 5 or 6 assists because he's putting the ball in a position for someone else to make a good play. So that's great, man. So it seems that that we're using Mitchell Robinson and Nerlens to kind of like F stuff up if you were, but they're not really having particularly a good game. So Why waste the space with guys that are struggling? Stick Randall in there, give Obi Toppin a chance, and let's run these guys with the fucking court. And that's exactly what we're doing. And that just shows you the type of coach that Tom Thibodeau is. He's reading the game. He sees how it's going. He can see that Mitch Robinson and Nerlens are not particularly playing well tonight. So he said, scrap them. You know what I'm saying? These guys are not showing me nothing. So I'm just gonna go with Julius Randle. Julius Randle's having a typical game, 7 points. 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Now I could see the vision from Fizdale last year, but the difference is definitely coaching. Of course, Randall's going to get used to his new role as a facilitator, but in the way that Thibodeau's using him, in the spacing that we have, just the game plan. It's all part of the game plan. It's not anything by chance. So I think we're going to see more of this, man. Shout out to anybody that got Julius Randle on your fantasy team. RJ Barrett. It is. I don't have the stats here. I'll choose a different thing next time I do this. But RJ Barrett basically didn't miss a shot. At least in the first quarter and a little bit of the second quarter, he didn't miss a shot. He was perfect from the field down there, and he's torching TJ Warren. I heard some guys, Mr. Cornerstone. I heard you talking about TJ Warren and this, that, and the other. But I mean, RJ Barrett is right on par with him, man. So, I'm not afraid of the strength or whatever that anyone might think that RJ Barrett is going to have a problem with that. RJ Barrett has proven that he doesn't care about that, and he's been all business this whole game. Speaking of being all business, check out Alec Burke. Alec Burke, 19 points at the half in 17 minutes. He's been a flamethrower coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that I wasn't expecting. But I like the manner in which he scores too. He scores as if he's a 20-point a game scorer, at least in this game. A lot of in between stuff. One thing I want to point out for everybody that's on the Knicks here, nobody's making any extra movements. There's no pounding or whatever, and the ones that are doing that aren't playing. Look at Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton played 12 minutes. Emmanuel Quigley played 12 minutes also. But look at the production. 2 points. 1 assist for Elfrid Payton. He did have I want to say a steal or something like that. Like I said, I'm gonna try a different app next time. This is just the basic Google search stuff here. But Elfrid Payton is a complete waste of time, man. Like I feel like we might need to give somebody else a shot. Or then again, this is only game one. This is only the first half, so the second half could be a whole different thing here. But I'll get into that as well. But anything I'm missing here? Kevin Knox is just Kevin Knox. What can you do? He did go strong one time down the lane, trying to make a layup, but he just blew it right at the rim. So Kevin Knox, man, like he is to the point now where he is what he is. It's a long season. This is just game one, so we're going to give these guys. Hopefully, Tom Thibodeau gives these guys a little bit longer time for us to assess them. Maybe 5 games or so. Run with this 10-man unit. And then just see what happens. The main thing that we see what's going on here is DSJ and Frank is nowhere to be found in this first half, man. So that's a telltale sign right there, man. It's like, it's like, I swear to God, I feel like Tom Thibodeau is me. Tom Thibodeau is basically me as a coach. The way that I would coach this team and the way that I would do substitutions and stuff like that is exactly the way I would do it. Knox and excuse me, not Knox. DSJ and Frank are non-factors, man. At this point, there's no point of arguing about it anymore. If these guys want to salvage their NBA career, they got to show up. Sometime they have to show up and take responsibility for their own careers. And just judging by what's going on here, that's they haven't done the best job of showing the man Tom Thibodeau what they can do. So for anyone that's pissed off that Frank isn't playing or whatever, it is what it is. This is what Tom Thibodeau came up with, and that's the end of it. Now there's still a second half of this game, so there is a chance that maybe Elfrid might get benched, and Frank might get a chance, or DSJ might get a chance in the second half. There is an outside chance for that because I'm quite sure they're going to be making adjustments like crazy. They have a crazy coaching staff, and Tom Thibodeau's the head of that. So I'm quite sure they're going to run through all the different scenarios or whatever, and they might give a chance to certain guys to see if they can exploit certain weaknesses of the Indiana Pacers. The main thing with the Indiana Pacers is that everybody's cold. TJ Warren is not going to stay on his nut for the whole game, so watch out for him. I don't anticipate Sabonis playing as ill as he was playing in his first half, so I feel like he's going to taper off, maybe come on again towards the fourth, and some of these other guys might start to wake up too. So the Knicks have to be very careful with that. And some of our guys too are not playing pretty well. Like I keep mentioning Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton might bust out and have a great second half of the game because it could all be nerves. First game of the NBA season, he was chosen to be the starter. A lot of pressure and stuff like that. So maybe in this halftime, entering in the second half, maybe he comes out and plays much better. Just go down. I'm in love with this roster. I haven't said that about the Knicks in so long, man. So, it's just happy to see. But anyway, if I can give you my keys for the second half, the Knicks basically got to do exactly what they're doing now. We got to see what Mitch and Noel is going to be able to do. We got to see if we can get these guys in some alley-oops or whatever. Like I said, they have a decent front court with their two guys, their center, what's his name, Miles Turner, and Sabonis. Miles Turner is he's not having a particularly good game either, but they're physical in there. So, the Knicks have to see if they can exploit some of those things in there. Because we need some easy baskets, whatever, something different. We need a different look. Because after everybody comes together with the adjustments, we'll see what happens, man. But anyway, the game started already, so we're actually in 11 minutes and 20 seconds into the first half, into the second half, according to me. So anyway, this is DiehardKnicks in 60. Yeah, man, this is gonna be a reoccurring thing. So the next game, I'm gonna be back again just for the half, for the 15 minutes or so that the half provides. I'll give you my little insight and I'll talk about what I see in that first half and try to give my keys for the game. Next time I'll try to give you a better stat lookout. Maybe I might have a guess. We'll see what happens, man. But anyway, DiehardKnicks in at the half. This is what it is. Who's tuning in here? We got Jay Murder. Salute, my man. Yeah, so anyway, be on the lookout for that. DiehardKnicks on the half. It's gonna get better as the season goes on, man. So anyway, DiehardKnicks podcast, Evil to Any Star, 4 fingers to that forehead, tucking the thumb. Salute, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.